To everyone who has supported me throughout this amazing custom journey, I thank you dearly. I started painting on sneakers in 2007 thanks to the influence of one of my best friends and art mentor, Rasta Gary Taylor. Since then, I've hand painted and designed more than 1,800 custom items for people worldwide. Rasta and I had 3 different store locations in the Tampa Bay area called One of One Customs. The creative transition from hand painting sneakers, walls, and shirts to my distressed merch line has evolved seamlessly. Creating is a true passion of mine. No matter where I am, what time of day it is, I'm always absorbing my surroundings and envisioning my next project or design. With each project, you have to imagine the future, recall the past, all while focusing on the present. Everyone featured in this book inspires me, and I appreciate each and every one of you. I hope at some point on some level I have inspired you as well. I'll never forget where I came from, and I'll always have goals and visions to where I'm going. Buffalo raised me, Tampa Bay made me. Some of y'all know me as Jesse, some JK. Been making one of ones for 15 years now. It's been a beautiful thing creating. As life, you get inspired by everything as you get older. You know what you've been through, people you hang around with. So I've been blessed to be able to do these things for 15 years, be put in these situations to create for, everybody from celebrities, rock stars, NFL players, NBA ballers, to, a teacher, a nurse. Man, it's been a great 15-year journey. As I flip through the pages of this Distressed Merch Lookbook, I can't begin to thank everybody for the continued support through the last 15 years. And what's in these 32 pages is just about a quarter of everything, all the creations that I've made. Rasta and myself, we've had 3 different store locations. Even before that, we were on the 600 block in 2010. We were in the Oldsmar flea market, and those were some of the best days, man, the best weekends were had there with him and I and a couple other friends. And we went from there to Dynasty Clothing in Largo, and that was an amazing experience. Built great relationships that I still have today. And with creating, with designing, with just in life in general, it's all about the relationships that you make, and you don't want to ever burn those bridges. You always want to keep them intact, and never create anything twice. That's the main thing. Me and Rasta, we live by the one of one motto. Anything we do, we don't duplicate it. So we've been doing it. Been a staple in 727 St. Petersburg for a lot of years now. Kind of revitalized St. Pete, the downtown 600 block back in 2010. Fast forward 2018, I had a major life-changing experience mid 2018, and then a few months later, I picked up a pair of scissors, and even dating back, there's pictures of me in 2012 where I was cutting up jerseys and I was cutting up things and subconsciously creating what I am today. And that's this Distressed Merch brand that I started in late 2018. And I'm not going to get too much into it, but like I said, it started with a kind of a life-changing event, and I kind of took some emotion, some anger, some frustration out on the clothing. And here we are, 3.5, 4 years later, still going up. And I'm thankful for everybody who's played a role in this book. I look at artists and creators like Virgil, rest in peace. He's a big inspiration to me. And I think about all the people that he's pulled from for his inspiration. He talks about Caravaggio a lot, and Marcel Duchamp, and taking things that are on the street, taking artwork that's street signs, taking paint on the street, and taking like real life objects and turning them into his artwork, and taking an Air Jordan 1 and changing it like 3 to 5% and flipping it to his creation. So what I'm doing with my Distressed Merch brand, I'm taking ready-made objects. I'm taking objects, shirts, fabrics, bandanas, jerseys, the list goes on. I'm taking ready-made objects and I'm turning them into new creations. And that's what I'm striving for. I've kind of created my own lane. I'm not the first person to take a shirt, cut it up and put it on another shirt. But my style, I'm the first person to take a shirt, rip it, cut it, distress it, make those strands hanging down off the shirt, and do a front, a back, do it on the sleeves, do it on the hood. And I kind of created my own lane. And that's what makes it really, really organic. You know, it's like I mentioned, Virgil, he takes his items and he's studied from the past. Well, I studied from the past too. And, you know, he's one person that really understands the art history. So it's not just about taking something and creating it into something else. It's really understanding the past and where it came from. Like, go back to the year 1000, the Romanesque era, the Baroque era, and then it continues, the Impressionists, like, you know, Van Gogh. When you got an artist like Van Gogh, all they had back then was a paintbrush, a canvas, going outside and plein air painting and sculpting. There were very few mediums back then. We're in 2022. Today is actually 2/22/22. It's a very significant day. When you think about art today, it's more about content. It's all about art, but art is everything. Art is everything around us, from the architecture to these skateboards right here, you know, and the list goes on. So what is art today? How could you define it? I thought of a really cool name, and I want to coin it contentism, because art is all about content these days. Virgil saw that street sign. Virgil saw that chair. Virgil saw that Jordan 3, changed it that 3 to 5% to make it his. So many people are seeing other people's content and changing it just that little bit to make it their own. So this era, we're gonna call it contentism, because it's an era that content drives the internet, social media, and your content is your art. We're gonna continue to evolve. We're gonna take this brand to the next level. Be on the lookout for some fashion / art / educational classes starting soon for the youth. We got some things in the works behind the scenes happening. A couple collabs coming soon too. So, you know, I gotta keep it hush for now, and until everything gets worked out, and you know, trying to get on that big brand level. You know, trying to get to the next stepping stone, the next journey, and you know, see where this track takes me. I've been blessed with so many rare and exclusive opportunities as an artist, and I wanted to share the visuals with you. If you have something you truly love to do, always put that talent and passion to good use. You never know what doors you'll open in the process. Whatever you envision your best life to look like, you have the power to create it. Never underestimate the power of yourself. Invest time and energy into your passion and purpose, and you will manifest prodigious outcomes. Be great. You are one of one. Peace and love. JK.